Team of the week number 26 is what is dropping on Wednesday, and gotta be honest, it's not looking like an amazing team of the week. It could be alright depending on how lenient EA are with their picks, but yeah, it's not one that I personally would recommend sweating out FUT Champs hard for, but yeah, I guess that's up to you. Before we get into things, if you could leave a like rating on the video, that'd be absolutely awesome. In the comments, let me know who you think could pick up an inform on Wednesday, and also just let me know how you are getting on in Champs this week as well, because obviously EA did add some extra incentives to play FUT Champs on the weekend. Sorry for the lack of uploads over the past few days. I've been a bit ill and just haven't got around to making videos, just to feeling crap, to be honest. But yeah, there we go. Anyway, I'm not going to start rambling, so let's just get straight into my predictions. In the goalkeeper spots this week, we have Arsenal's Bernd Leno, and we've also got Ruben Blanco from Celta Vigo. So we'll start by chatting about the German. He made 6 saves and kept a clean sheet in Arsenal's 1-0 win against West Ham. He made a couple of decent stops in this game, but also a couple of easy ones as well. But to be honest, there aren't too many standout goalkeeper candidates this week, so I think he's got a really good chance at making it in. And it's probably a fairly overdue inform for Leno, who has had a pretty good season so far for Arsenal. Now, I know he's conceded a few goals here or there, but Arsenal's defence is shambolic, and yeah, any goalkeeper would be conceding with that defence in front of him. Moving on to Ruben Blanco, he also made quite a few saves. He made 6 and kept a clean sheet in a 0-0 draw against Getafe. On the first page of defenders, we've got a couple of good candidates, and we'll start by talking about Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now, Man United beat Man City 2-0 on Sunday, and it was a pretty good performance from Man United, to be honest. The goal scorers in this game were Martial and also McTominay got a goal as well, but I'm not sure about either of them picking up an inform for just one goal. So I'm looking at the defensive options, and Wan-Bissaka does indeed stand out because he put in a pretty good display and also recorded a clean sheet. So I think there's a chance that his one to watch item could be upgraded this week. Not super confident in it, so I wouldn't advise going like heavily on investments if that's your kind of thing, but I think it's got a good chance of happening, because with this being the Manchester derby, it's likely an inform will come from this match. In the middle, we have Jerome Boateng. He got an assist in Bayern Munich's 2-0 win against Augsburg. He also got a clean sheet as well to his name. Now, the highest rated performer from this match was actually Thiago. He got the highest match rating from kicker, so maybe he could get in instead. But I'm going for Boateng because it's a fairly high rated option, and he's a player who also has not had a special card so far in FIFA 20. But I do hope at some point we get some kind of like flashback or play moments Boateng, because yeah, that would be a pretty good card for Ultimate Team. The final defender on this page is Koopmaninas. Definitely got his name wrong, but you know what I'm like with these names. He actually scored twice from a centre-back role in a 4-0 win. So 2 goals and a clean sheet for him. One of the goals was a penalty, but nonetheless, 2 goals for a defender is still very impressive. Add on top the clean sheet, and I think you've got a very viable candidate to get an inform on Wednesday. I've actually got a load of defensive candidates this week, so we've actually got a full second page of defensive options, and we're going to start by talking about Plymouth's George Cooper, who apparently played a left back slash left wing back role, so that's why I'm going for this one. But he's naturally a left mid, so depending on what position EA decide to use this guy as, probably dictates whether he makes team of the week or not. But like I say, from what I've seen, he played as a left back slash left wing back. 2 goals and a assist is what he got in a 3-0 win against Macclesfield. So yeah, 2 goals, 1 assist and a clean sheet. If he is in a defensive role, that should guarantee an inform, because that's a very good performance. None of the goals were penalties either, which definitely does add to its possibility of happening. Next to him is another defender that was involved in a bunch of goals. We've got Risdon, who got 3 assists in a 5-1 win. Now, yeah, he did concede as a defender, but 3 goal involvements for a defender is very impressive, and thus I think he should be selected. The final defender we're going to chat about in today's video is Thomas. He got himself a goal and he also helped his side keep a clean sheet in a 2-0 win against Nantes. So yeah, maybe he could get in. I also believe he got a 7 from the keep, which definitely could help. Now it's time to move on and to talk about some midfielders. We start with Stadrenes Tate, who got a goal and an assist in a win for his side. We've also got Anderlecht's Vlap, who got himself a hat-trick from midfield. Now this Vlap guy has been on the score sheet quite regularly for his side and could have had informs in previous weeks, to be honest. Hopefully this week is going to be the week that he makes it in. One of his goals was a penalty, but still a hat-trick from midfield. Very impressive, and I do feel like he will make it. We've also got HECTOR on this page. He made it into the Bundesliga Team of the Week. He also got a goal and recorded a clean sheet as a defensive mid in a win for Cologne. It's time to start talking about some higher rated players, and we begin with Dusan Tadic, who got himself 2 goals in a win for Ajax. It was 2 goals in a 3-1 win, so I feel like he's got a very good chance at making it in. Grifo, the Italian in the Bundesliga, is in the middle of the slide. He got 2 assists in a win for Freiburg, and he also made the kicker team of the week, and that's why I think he could find himself a spot. The final player on the page is it's Kai Havertz, who could potentially get a really good inform item if he makes it into the team of the week. Now, I have to say I'm not confident in this pick at all, and the reason for that is because Bayer Leverkusen's attacking midfielder Paulinho actually got the Bundesliga Player of the Week. Now, the reason I haven't included him is because he's a silver player, and I already have a bunch of silver options in my predictions, so that's why I've gone for the next best thing, which is Havertz. But I wouldn't be shocked to see Paulinho make it into upcoming team of the week, since he did get 2 goals and a assist, and also that kicker player of the week. So what do you guys think EA will do? Will they go for the silver Paulinho because he got the Bundesliga player of the week, or will they go for Kai Havertz because obviously he will definitely improve the standard of the upcoming team of the week? Matt Smith got himself a hat-trick in a 3-0 win against Forest, so yeah, he should be making his way into everyone's red picks on Thursday. The same, to be fair, can be said for Ed Dolberg, who got 2 goals in a 2-1 win against Monaco, and he also got an 8 match rating from the keep, which will definitely help him, especially this week. I feel like he's got a real good chance because of that match rating. On the end, we have a Hazard. It's not Eden, it is Forgan, who could get a boost to his one-to-watch item this week. He got a goal in a 2-1 win for Dortmund against Borussia Mönchengladbach. So, yeah, he could get in. He got an alright match rating from kicker, and he made the kicker team of the week, so that's why I've included him. But from most other websites, his match rating wasn't overly appealing, so be interesting to see whether EA go with this one or not. On the penultimate page, we have a couple of silver options. We've also got a potentially decent midfielder coming into Ultimate Team. We will begin by talking about Schaffler, who got himself a hat-trick and a assist in a big 6-2 win for his team. None of his goals were penalties, so the guy's probably guaranteed an inform. Like, it would be ridiculous if EA were not to include this one. Lee Griffiths also got a hat-trick in a 5-0 win for Celtic, so he should also be making the bench this week. Now we come on to Aaron Ramsey, who was the star performer in Juventus's win over Inter Milan. Juve won this game 2-2-0, and Ramsey got the first goal and he set up the second. So yeah, looks like we'll be seeing the Welshman make an appearance in the upcoming team of the week. Here we go then, the final page of my predictions for Team of the Week 26. We've actually got quite a few good-looking attacking items. We will we'll start from the right, shall we? We'll start with Quagliarella, who got 2 goals in a 2-1 win for Sampdoria against Hellas Verona. One of the goals he scored was a penalty, but with not all of the games being played in Serie A this week, I feel like this one has a good chance because there just isn't too many games in the Serie A to choose players from. So could be seeing an informed Quagliarella, who will probably have some absolutely insane shooting stats. Now, we move on, and we've got 2 Premier League players to discuss. And I'll be honest, I've gone with both of these, not just based off their performance, but also just because I feel like EA might throw them in to make the upcoming Team of the Week a bit more appealing, because as things stand, it's not looking like a great one. Chelsea beat Everton 4-0, and in this game they actually had 4 different goal scorers. Giroud, Willian, Pedro and Mason Mount all got on the score sheet. Willian got a goal and a assist, as did Pedro, and Ross Barkley in this match also got 2 assists. So there are numerous candidates to come from this match, and I think the most appealing one could be Willian, so that's the reason I think he might make it in, just because that's probably the player that would help sell the most packs, I guess. We also have a potential in for Mane. He got a goal and an assist in a win against, I've actually forgot, it was Bournemouth. So he could make it into the upcoming Team of the Week. An alternative option from that game is James Milner, who put in a pretty good shift and also made a really good goal line clearance. So yeah, as I say, be interesting to see how EA do Team of the Week this week, because there just aren't too many like standout high rated options. So yeah, be interesting to see what they just throw into it, I guess. Anyway, we're coming towards the end of the video now. If you have enjoyed it or found it useful, please do leave a like rating on it. I do want to hear from you guys, so in the comments let me know who you think will get an inform. And if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.